What's up, gamer girls? It's me, Banana, and Skyblock Levels have finally released onto the main server. If you don't know what Skyblock Levels are at all, this is the video for you. I'm going to tell you how to level them up super effectively and just the best ways to actually level through this new form of progression in Skyblock. So if this helps you out, or if you enjoy the video, I'd appreciate a like or a subscription. I'm on the grind for 69,000 subscribers, and subscribing would just mean the world to me. But let's talk about the best ways to level up Skyblock Levels. Just to give you guys a too long didn't watch on the video, if you want to level up Skyblock Levels, literally do everything. You can look in the ways to gain Skyblock XP, and every single option is going to be here, and they're even going to tell you things that are coming soon that aren't currently added. So seriously, do all of this stuff if you want to just get your levels done with. But let's talk about the actual effective ways. So the most effective way, and probably the most important way that you would want to level Skyblock Levels anyways, is skill level ups. You can see you get 75 total levels from maxing out your skills, and literally it's just whichever skill you're doing, you're getting a good amount of XP. You get 20 XP per foraging level here. Simple as that. All right, so you just want to level every single one of your skills, just like you'd want to do in Skyblock pretty normally. This includes alchemy, this includes carpentry, so some of the cheaper skills that you kind of just casually go through, they're going to give you a lot of XP, they're going to be swag, and this is going to be a way to literally just get so much levels compared to anything else. You can see the task is worth 28% of my total Skyblock XP, so seriously, skills are going to be awesome. Another one that's going to be awesome is minions, but this one is a tiny bit harder because of just the way it scales. You can see these early tiers of minions up to even tier 6, you're only getting 1 XP per, and then if you're crafting a tier 12, you're getting 24 XP. So try and focus to get tier 12 minions of whichever one you're going for. There are a lot of tier 12s that are not super expensive, that are not super annoying to get, and I would go down that route. You may have to do the ones that are in the Mushroom Desert. You may have to get pelts and stuff, but seriously, this is going to be a nice way. Whenever you do get a tier 12, just a single tier 12 itself will be 24 XP, and that's going to be a lot because you only need 100 XP per level, meaning that just 4 tier 12s, and that's only the tier 12s I'm counting XP wise, is basically a level up, and you definitely get more XP throughout the entire minion. So just try and craft as high of level as minions as possible. Once again, just another standard thing you do in your progression of Skyblock. Now let's talk about one that I'm sure everyone loves and is not super angry about. The museum. The museum has been a universally hated update since it came out because people don't like soul binding their things. Whenever you put something in the museum, you cannot sell it anymore, and that is going to basically make you spend a lot more money. And whatever you put in the museum, you're going to get rewarded for. So I have my Dark Claymore in here. That's giving me Skyblock XP. You get a lot of XP from museum. If we go into the ways to gain Skyblock XP, you're going to see that museum gives me 2196 Skyblock XP right now. And comparing that to minions, that's only like 600 XP lower than minions. It's super good. You're getting more XP from museum progression than you are from leveling up catacombs and your classes. It's good, all right? Leveling museum is super good. So you are going to have to put in literally everything in the game. The nice thing about this is there are a lot of cheap things in museum, meaning that if you don't have anything in here, you can progress it super quickly because there's like leaflet, lapis, miner armor, golem armor, and there's a lot of cheap stuff. And then obviously there is expensive stuff. Diamond hunter armor is in the museum, so go spend 300 hours to get that for a tiny bit of Skyblock XP. But for real, put as much as you can in museum. It's not a terrible thing. It's good for progression. I think that people who don't use museum typically will be selling their entire setup to buy a different one, and that's kind of not how you're supposed to progress in a game anyways. So if you don't like museum, I'm sorry, but it's a great way for Skyblock XP. Now, let's talk about another one that people aren't a huge fan of, but this one is just super nice and you can kind of casually grind it. That's going to be Bestiary. Bestiary is one of the things that is going to differentiate the higher tier players because, as I've mentioned, if you want to maximize your levels, you should just do everything in the game. You should get Kata 50, you should get class average 50, you should get all of that stuff, but Bestiary is going to be something that is very, very, very difficult to max out. One specific mob mob could take you hours and hours and hours. If you tried to max out Worm Bestiary, I believe math-wise, it would take you like 80 years of playtime to max out this one. So no one's ever going to hit max Bestiary. So getting good levels on a bunch of mobs is going to be super nice for XP, because every level you get on a mob, I believe, is 1 Skyblock XP, and then every milestone you get is 2 Skyblock XP, and that can add up a lot, because you can see I've unlocked 691 total tiers here. I'm level 69, so I have gotten a lot of XP from this. I'm going to recommend some specific enemies that you can do in Bestiary. Generally, just try and do as much as you can, but if you're trying to be efficient, mini bosses are super good. So Barb Duke, not really Ash Fang, but Blade Soul, Mage Outlaw, those are swag. One that's super doable with a large group, and I am actually max level on, is Headless Horseman, because it is just something you can spawn in real quick. It is kind of annoying. You have to do it at night, but I have 3,200 kills on that. Level 41. It's solid. Another one that is even better nowadays is Arachne. I have 1,700 kills on Arachne myself, and Arachne got way better recently because it drops a luxurious spool whenever you beat it, so that's good. And then all of the spiders are generally pretty quick. Ghosts are super duper quick if you're late game. I'd say that Ghost is the only normal mob that has gotten to max Bestiary at this point, because otherwise people just get bosses. But for real, just kind of do any mob that you're close to leveling up. If you're super low tier on a mob, like you can see I'm Butterfly 2, I could probably go do some butterflies pretty quick, get some nice XP, and just push my level a bit higher. Bestiary is going to be something that you're going to be doing forever, so getting up to like tier 100 Bestiary, it's going to be helpful. It's going to take a while, but it should go along with a bunch of your other progression, like Slayer, like just making money. So just try and do this whenever you can. If you're trying to get a tiny bit more XP to push yourself to that next level, Bestiary is definitely going to be the way that you're going to have forever. Last but not least, collections. Collections are going to be a pretty standard way to do it. I would say definitely don't push for some collections. Like if you're getting Chili Pepper collection for Skyblock XP, there's got to be something very wrong with you, or you have to be like the second highest level player in the game, just trying to squeeze out a little bit more. But a lot of collections are super, super easy to get through. And I mean, if you're going for max minions, just throw down one of those minions for a couple days and max out each of your collections, because every single level you get in a collection is going to be for Skyblock XP. So getting as many collections max as possible, it's just going to be beneficial for you. I still have to do red sand a bit. I have to finish sulfur, but I have the majority of collections maxed out, and it's giving me like 20 Skyblock levels. So it's definitely worth going for, because it's gonna like 20 levels. That's nothing to scoff at when the high level players are like in the high 200s, you know? So getting as much levels from those collections as you can, it's going to be nice. So that's going to be it for talking about how to level up Skyblock levels. I mean, as I said at the beginning of the video, if you're leveling something up in the game, you're probably going to be leveling up your XP. So do whatever you want, but these are going to be the most efficient things and probably the most important things for you to go for, rather than something just like trophy fishing forever. Trophy fishing gives a bunch of XP, but I'd say it's not going to be as worth your time as doing all the things that I mentioned in this video. So I hope this helped you out. Hope it kept you informed. Let me know if you want to see any more content with Skyblock levels or the patch that just happened in general, and I will make the video. But that's going to be it for today. Hope you enjoyed. Talk to you in the next one. Peace out.